Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Well, the legend in Devin Haney gonna fight this week on the weekend versus Regis Prograis, one of the hardest hitters in the 140-pound division. It's going to be Devin Haney's premier in the division going after the champion. That's going to be off because Rigoro is a champion in the 140-pound division, and Rigoro has, a good reputation. I say Rugaro. That's what his nickname for your boy, Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis is a killer. Didn't look too great in his last fight, but hey, that's how that is. You don't have like in any other sport. You don't have a good game every day. You know, you have just a decent day at the office. They're not always great, but Regis Prograis is a problem. And Devin Haney is a legend to me because if you watch some of the things how he rolls, it's just some legendary things that he's been going through. I try to chronicleize some of the things really early. At 20 years old, he became the mandatory for Lomachenko, and Lomachenko at that time was considered the very best boxer in the world, right? And a little 20-year-old Devin Haney was calling him Nomachenko because he didn't want to fight him. He was the mandatory. So what happens? Your boy Lomachenko gets a franchise title and fight Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez beats him. And they, started with this franchise title thing. And then Teofimo Lopez didn't want to fight Devin Haney, who had the real WBC belt, to become undisputed. So he's like, wow, you don't want to become undisputed because it's disputed because Teofimo Lopez had won that franchise title from Lomachenko, and that was brand new and didn't really have any significance, and then won the real belt from Devin Haney. Same time, Devin Haney's mandatory is Ryan Garcia, and he doesn't want to fight him, right? So you're going through all of that. You're seeing these kind of guys are not trying to fight him, not to mention like a Javante Tank Davis. So at the end of the day, Teofimo Lopez loses to Kambosos. Kambosos wants to fight Lomachenko, who has no belts. Couldn't because Lomachenko was fighting in the war, and then he was forced to fight Devin Haney, but they gave Devin Haney some conditions that you just wouldn't believe, absolutely ridiculous conditions. But Devin Haney accepted it, going to Australia twice to take the belt from Kambosos and then to defend it in Australia. Just awesome stuff, and having to accept a ridiculous amount of money, a ridiculous percentage, even in the rematch, right? And so, you're looking at that. Then he wants to fight Lomachenko, even though it's hard for him to stay at 135 pounds, goes down there, fights Lomachenko to a draw. Some say, he got a win. Some say Lomachenko won, but in a close fight. And here's the deal. You're having a close fight against the best fighter that people have ever seen. And you're the champion. You win the fight, people don't really give you credit because, I don't know, you didn't beat him by a landslide. But if you were to beat him by a landslide, then he wouldn't be one of the very best fighters we ever seen, right? You can beat the very best fighter that we ever seen barely, and that's what happened there. So, I don't know. And now he goes up to 140 pounds and wants someone hard immediately, right? Now, that's just why he's legend. Now, here's the good news. Why it's so good news that if he were to beat Regis Prograis, that Devin Haney wants Teofimo Lopez, right? Now, that's because I'm telling you why I like that. Because Devin Haney was talking about, because he's going up to 140 now, he was talking about going straight up to 147, maybe to fight a Keith Thurman or something like that. And I was thinking, well, they could do what the hell they want to, but I would rather him try to get a belt from Regis Prograis and then try to go get the rest of them belts from Teofimo Lopez or Mateus or something like that, before moving up to 147 to see what he can do and either trying to get undisputed or get close to undisputed at that weight division before moving up to 147, right? Because he's going to probably regret that looking back in retrospect. I'm pretty sure Terrence Crawford, before going up, leaving 135, which was obviously the best. I don't know what the stipulations back then. I don't remember, but I know he was the definite best, and I'm pretty sure if he could go back in time, he would rather go become undisputed at the lightweight division too, because he could have, for sure, right? And then he goes to 140 and does it, and then 147 and does it. I think that your boy Devin Haney should try to get undisputed at 140. But hey, things happen. Depends. But those are the things. That's the reason why I think that's a good idea for him to want Teofimo Lopez. That would be a good fight. Teofimo Lopez, though, should be doing the chasing here, right? It shouldn't be Devin Haney wanting Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez has never been undisputed. He's running around faking like the franchise title made him undisputed, or the fact that he beat Josh Taylor, who wasn't undisputed anymore, wasn't close to it at form, that he's still trying to say he was undisputed because the other guy was, instead of just going to get the belts from the other one that was. Because Teofimo Lopez, let's be real, you guys, he could have fought Regis Prograis for more money than Josh Taylor, and he chose Josh Taylor, right? He could have done that. Jose Ramirez, too, could have as well. Didn't fight Regis Prograis. But I'm just saying, so Teofimo Lopez could have. He doesn't seem to have this energy to fight Devin Haney, but let's just see. Devin Haney says, I want to get a belt so I can have a little leverage when I'm having to deal with Teofimo Lopez, because he knows that dealing with them is going to be hard. But the good news is Devin Haney, if he gets past Rigo, and that ain't going to be easy. We'll talk about that later this week. It ain't going to be easy. But if he does, he's going to the next hard guy to see if he can get some more hardware. That's what legends do. To quote Thor here. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.